So, I know that some may suggest that preaching, expositional preaching, seems old-fashioned, seems too rational. That today we need a more artistic and less authoritarian or elitist, more communal and participatory way of communicating God's truth than this ancient message of one person standing here talking to other people. But friends, I think this kind of monologue may be especially appropriate today in our talkative, isolatingly subjectivist, anti-authority, confused and confusing culture. Do you know what you're contributing to this message? Pretty much nothing. Do you know what you contributed to your salvation? Pretty much nothing. God, in His Word, acts toward us in grace. He comes and He tells us glorious, soul-bending truths that we would not know if He had not told us. Friends, that's the glory of preaching God's Word. We get to announce the truth about God that He has revealed to us. We contribute nothing other than our hearing and heeding that Word. Now, of course, there will come a day when faith will give way to sight and sermons will be no more. And nobody is going to be happier about that than preachers, let me tell you. I look forward to that day when faith will be falling away, filled, taken up by sight. Revelation 22:4 presents that climax when faith finally gives way to sight, and as the apostle says, we shall see God. But now, we're in a different time. So, people like me need to talk. And people like all of us need to listen. We need to hear God's Word spoken to us. We are in a day of faith. And so, like our first parents before us, like Noah and Abraham, like the Israelites and the ancient apostles, we rely on God's Word. So, in summary, what does this mean for our churches? Simply that the preaching of the Word must be absolutely central. What you win them with is what you win them to. Win them with the preaching of God's Word.